Hi everybody. Today I'm just going to be doing a review on a guitar that I own. Basically, it's the only guitar now because I sold all the others, but I really love the guitar. It's an Ibanez Js-100, and I got a request from somebody to do this review. Well, here goes nothing. So now, to have a closer look at the guitar itself, well, here it is. Right. Well, that was just a real quick, I guess, snapshot of the guitar itself. But now I'm actually going to start explaining things, so don't worry just yet. The first thing that you notice about the guitar when you first buy it, or at least what I noticed when I first bought it, is that it's finished. It's very shiny. As you can see, I have very little light in this room at the moment, and you can still see that little spot there where it's very shiny and glossy. And you can notice how light travels through its curves. So basically that might not be something that some would consider in a review, but I think it's very cool because it makes the overall look very attractive. Anyway, so getting down to business, basically the first thing that you need to notice really on a JS-100 is its body. It's what appears to be a normal shape, but it's not really. Those of you who own one know what I mean. First of all, as you can see, the outline basically is very similar to any other guitar, really. But it's very curvy, and it's designed to be curved around the edges so that it doesn't hurt your body. And this is what I mean. You notice how that's not flat straight like a square? It's actually curved. So that when you put it around your body, kind of like that, sorry for the bad camera work, but kind of like that, it doesn't actually hurt because it's very curved from there. Right. So that's basically the body itself. Now, the next thing that you notice really is, well, you can see it very clearly there, the actual Floyd Rose. Now, the thing about Ibanez is a lot of their guitars have these Floyd Rose looking like bridges, but they're actually not exactly what Floyd Roses are. They're slightly modified Floyd Roses, supposedly to remove any problems or things with the original Floyd Rose. Now, that could be discussed, but there's no point. Anyways, the point is that, personally, I find this bridge pretty good. As you can see, it's got everything you need, really. Has good quality, and you can adjust pretty much everything here. And you got the fine tuners right there. Can't really tell, I guess. And of course, here's the tremolo bar that comes with it. Pretty nice and black. Nothing special or anything. I don't know. It just looks kind of cool. Now, with this, it's very, very nice because you can adjust this pretty much anything on there, really. First of all, you notice those. Well, actually, you can't really tell from there. There we go. You notice that little thing there? You can actually, you have one on the other side as well. And what you can do is you can have Allen keys which go in there, which you get with the guitar, of course. And you can adjust the overall action of the whole bridge. So you can raise or lower the total action of the actual strings, you know. And the action, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is the distance between the fretboard and the string, which is, of course, tiny anyway. So you can adjust that, which is a good function, but then you have the option to adjust individual actions as well, which is really cool. And here you have these things which help do that, and you have those for every single string, so you can actually adjust the action of individual strings. Then of course you have the actual things which help stop the string from coming back out, and you just tighten those, and it's very easy to restring this because all you have to do is put a string inside about 3 centimeters and then just tighten that and end of story. And then of course here you have the Ibanez logo. Do make sure you see that. Sometimes you can get fake Ibanez's these days. Anyway, there's the fine tuner. So once you've tuned this, it's not very easy to tune, as those of you who own Floyd Rose bridges would know. But then you have the fine tuners for every string as well, in case you want to tune again without having to unlock the lock, which I'll show you later. Okay, then let's move on to the pickups. Now, Satriani, by the way, designed this guitar, and he did something that's a little, not strange, but I think it looks cool, but most people wouldn't do it this way. It's kind of like a combination between a Les Paul and a Stratocaster. I'm talking about the looks here, though. You have this thing, which is basically the outer box thing, the outline that you get on those covered Les Paul pickups. But inside you have the normal pickups that are uncovered. So I think it looks kind of cool, because here you have the chrome and the black, which is basically the whole thing in the guitar. So there's the bridge humbucker, and there's the neck humbucker. Now, some people do notice that there is quite a lot of space here, and you know, I've heard stories of people getting their sweat inside, and it causes the pickups to, you know, fry or whatever. Well, personally, I sweat a lot, but I've never actually had any such problem, so I don't really think that's true. Anyway, so those are basically the pickups. But now, to discuss the actual electronics of the pickups, we have, of course, here the gorgeous looking knobs. There's the tone knob, and of course there's the volume knob. I'm sorry for the interruption. Anyway, so there's one knob, and there's the other knob, like I was saying, and there's of course a switch. Now again, he uses the Les Paul style here, where he has the little three-way switch, the old school style, and the little thing there. And now the smart thing that he does here, in order to have the versatility of sound, is that he has two humbuckers, as you can see, which is already pretty good, because you have a three-way switch, just like in the Les Paul. But then you have this little fancy feature called coil tap, in which basically you can take this tone knob right here, and all you have to do is you have to pull it up, like that. You can tell the difference, so I'll do that again. Pull it up, and that basically causes the wiring to switch, making these just single coils. Only the single coils are activated. So on this one, I noticed that it's this one that's only activated when you have coil tap on,